Hey guys, it's Akia from December's Divine. I am here to bring you guys a update on the energy of the Karmics. This is going to be a karmic reading focusing on the Karmics' intent behind their jealousy of the divine feminine, borderlining on obsession. Okay, we're going to jump right into this energy and kind of get behind this focus, this energy, this conflict, and this, like I said, obsession. And get into the energy and the reasonings behind it. Okay, so we're going to jump right into the energy here. The overall energy for the Karmics is the Five of Wands in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. This is fire and water energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right, right off the top, this overall energy is really all about conflict and misalignment. The Karmics are imbalanced, disconnected. There are feelings of unworthiness, and there is a struggle or a power struggle of some sort. There is dissatisfaction regarding a partnership. These Karmics could be literally in bad health. Most definitely, probably mental health is not very stable. There's a lack of harmony, more than likely, with the divine masculine, but overall, just a lot of tension and a lot of strife and major discontentment, okay, with the Five of Wands in reverse. This is avoidance, okay? A bunch of negotiations surrounding maybe past disagreements, competition and conflict, okay? Most likely conflict surrounding either their discontentment of not having a sort of partnership, whether that's in business or with the divine masculine, but this could also be conflict around or some sort of negotiation around creating this sort of discontentment in some sort of connection. All right, so the karmic could definitely be a water sign or a fire sign or a combination of the two. Mind you guys, okay, remember this is energy, and we're just going to get into the energy of this. First of all, we all know that the Karmics are dealing with a lot of karma, a lot of judgment, and I believe there's going to be a retrograde of Mercury, a Mercury retrograde in Scorpio this month, okay? Mercury is the planet of communication, and when it goes retrograde, there's going to be a lot of review of past choices. Mercury in Scorpio, it's not, let's see how to put this. Mercury is kind of biased. It's not like being in Virgo or in Gemini or in Libra, okay, where there's, you know, when Mercury is in Scorpio, it's like there's no balance. It's almost like going deep, and communication gets very, very real and very, very direct, going deep into the pits of whatever it is that scorpionic energy goes. Okay, so with Pluto going direct this month, the planet of restrictions, where people may have been feeling antsy and under pressure, things are going to be like a, you know, a champagne bottle when you pop the cork. Okay, when it comes to communication, when it comes to, you know, Pluto's the planet of restrictions and secrets, and with it going direct, things are going to be brought forward. With Mercury and Scorpio, shadow aspects are going to be highlighted, and there's going to be a lot of direct and deep-seated revelations. So that's the energy that we're in, and that's why I feel it's necessary to kind of go deep into what these karmics intentions are. And they're telling me that I need to really make it clear to you guys what to expect and what these karmics are so obsessed about and so vengeful about in regards to the divine feminine. Okay, we're going to kind of go in all aspects here, kind of go into their mental, their heart space, how they feel about the divine masculine, but mostly what are their motives, okay, in regards to the divine feminine. And we're going to go into their obsession, we're going to go into their plans, we're going to go into their past actions, their current actions, and what's not being said by the karmics in regards to the divine feminine. Okay, so their overall energy, it's fire and water, it's discontentment, it's disharmony, it's dissatisfaction, it's misalignment, imbalances, a lot of conflict. This conflict could be around a soulmate connection, but there's a lot of self-doubt and negotiations, some sort of plans may have not come to fruition or worked out as someone has planned, and now there's a lot of renegotiation and just a lot of conflict, and it's very imbalanced. Okay, this indicates to me like even mental health, I mean real instability here. Okay, and the bottom of the deck energy is the Four of Cups. Okay, so the Four of Cups typically indicates discontentment. So this is water energy here. Cancerian energy, but definitely water energy. This definitely indicates that the karmics are resentful and they're in a state of thinking and determining a plan. They've been rejected. They have employed many tactics. They have there is a lot of overindulgence and, like I said, a lot of tactics to really pull themselves out of this discontented state. They are very resentful of being rejected, and there's bitterness, okay, and anger during this period. Right underneath of that, on this bottom of the deck energy here, we do have the Hierophant, and wow, this is the bottom of the deck energy here. Discontentment involving a commitment, okay, the light being shown on a false life, or the light being shown on issues that would much rather be swept under the rug or covered up. 111 on the clock here. So this definitely could be, this karmic could be a Taurus with the Hierophant here, earth, water. There is some discontentment around a commitment not coming to pass and about someone moving on. And yeah, this karmic is feeling trapped or wanting to entrap someone else with this World card here in reverse, okay? Lots of deceit here. We have the snake. So someone is trying to wrap their coils around someone to keep them from moving on and to almost force a commitment of some sort. The world is all about karma. It's ruled by Saturn. There's a lot of regret and incompletion. The karmics feel incomplete, regretful. The karmics doesn't want whatever cycle that they are in or whoever they're involved with to end, okay? They're discontent about a commitment that they feel they deserve. Someone's walking away and someone isn't happy. Someone isn't satisfied because of the efforts that they may have put in a situation but didn't reap their rewards, okay? So, yes. So, the karmic's overall energy, if you are dealing with a karmic, feel free to reverse the roles. Don't get caught up on genders of the cards. We all have masculine and feminine energies within us. Anyone can embody the energy, okay? Doesn't matter if it's male or female. It's all about masculine and feminine energy, like I said, and anyone can embody these signs. I'm calling out the ones that are prevalent in the reading. The karmic could be an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. In the past to current energy, we have the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess in reverse, okay? This is air and water energy. The karmic could be a Cancerian or a Pisces. Possibly a Cancerian or a Scorpio, possibly a Piscean. For me as a reader, I correlate the High Priestess with Scorpionic energy, okay, or Cancer for sure. Okay, so the karmic is aware of something, okay? With this Queen of Swords energy, there is some The karmic is very aware during this period. They are being very clever and very, in a way, organized with their secrets. Okay, we have the High Priestess in reverse here. The High Priestess upright is all about, is really my Divine Feminine card. So that can be something else that, you know, the karmic could be jealous of the Divine Feminine. There could be a dark intrigue surrounding the Divine Feminine. But in general, the High Priestess upright is all about trusting your intuition and, you know, having all-knowing senses, going within. Okay, but upright with this Queen of Swords here, I mean, in reverse, this is all about secrets to me. Okay, the High Priestess correlates to the moon, and with these two cards together, to me, it's the karmics have a lot of secrets. Okay, and they have a lot of secret plans. Someone or something has become a burden, a spiritual burden to the karmics. They feel betrayed. They feel like they cannot trust certain people. They feel as though an oath has been broken or a pact has been broken. With the High Priestess in reverse in this karmic reading, this could be evil counsel. The karmics, you know, getting advice from psychics or looking into someone else's secrets or plotting around their secrets. Definitely, they feel as though some sort of oath or pact was broken. There are very, very, very dark secrets that someone is being very keen about, okay? These karmics are on a very, very dark path, and they're guarding their secrets heavily, okay? But like I said, there is a lot of conflict, and there could be secrets revolving around the conflict that has surrounded a, you know, possible soulmate connection. Remember, guys, a soulmate can be a family member. A soulmate is someone that comes into your life, okay, to help you grow, okay, to love, care, protect you, and help you grow in some way. Okay, that's typically what family members are. They come into your life, they nourish, guide, love, and help you. But in this world, everyone has free will, and things don't always go in that route, okay? Family members have free will, and they turn on you, and they betray you. That's why God says it's only one God, okay? People of the world will betray you. People of the world will hurt you. And that's life, because everyone has free will. So a soulmate can be a family member, a friend, anyone, okay? In this case, this connection is reversed, so it's imbalances. There is illness, mental illness. There's all kinds of conflict going on, and the karmics are on guard and dealing with some very, very dark energies. Someone feels like an oath has been broken. Someone feels as if they have to defend their secrets. They have to get spiritual advice or seek out psychics to look into someone else's life, or they are definitely feeling a spiritual burden in some way. Along with this, we have the Ace of Discs, or the Ace of Pentacles, okay? The karmics feel as if they cannot manifest whatever it is that they're trying to bring forth. They are having difficulties manifesting. There is a lot of greed and delays and corruption, okay, surrounding them, surrounding protecting these secrets, and there's no abundance, okay? A lot of lack, a lot of delays, and there could be some dark work with this High Priestess in reverse. These karmics could be practicing, you know, dark magic, okay, with the High Priestess in reverse here, and we have the Queen of Swords, so that's definitely some cool situations happening. Someone being very sharp about their spirituality. In reverse is darkness. Someone could be using spells or psychics to create delays around a twin flame connection. This is the Four of Wands in reverse, 1111. In this card, this Four of Wands card, there is a couple, almost like a Beauty and the Beast type of couple, foreheads together, looking into each other's eyes. They are on watchers, and there's someone, possibly entertainment, that's dancing, or, you know, but this person is kind of looking passionately looking. There's a lot of red here. This could be all about the root chakra, but they're watching. There's people in the shadows that are really looking closely at this couple, possibly a twin flame connection, okay? But like with this combination here is very dark. We have the Queen of Swords, we have the High Priestess in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Four of Wands in reverse. So this is all about disconnection, delays, dark spirituality, someone being very keen, possibly conniving in regards to delaying of a union, okay? Four of Wands in reverse. Someone's trying to stop a transition of some sort to create tension and instability around a twin flame connection. So these karmics are really going deep and really focusing, whether it's themselves, feeling betrayed by someone, breaking up some sort of pact, betraying a doctrine, but someone is looking into doing spiritual psychic readings, or looking into someone else's life or union and creating delays, okay? That is the overall energy for the karmics. Bottom of the deck, on the Rider-Waite, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, that's all about a group of people possibly not working well together, or a plan, okay, that did not come to fruition. Maybe people working together for a common cause, and that cause not working out in their favor, causing disharmony, someone interfering or creating a stagnant energy around a Two of Cups connection, someone being very discontent, misaligned, imbalanced, possibly serious mental illness, but there's avoidance of the situation, lots of conflict, okay, with these karmics. All right, so we are going to draw a card for the overall energy of the karmic, to get into their subconscious and the deeper inner workings of their headspace in regards to the divine feminine. What's in the deepest layers of the karmic's headspace in regards to the divine feminine? What are the deepest layers of the karmic's headspace in regards to divine feminine? One card, please. Okay, we'll keep that one. We'll just do two. One more card for the karmics. Interesting. In regards to the divine feminine and the karmic's subconscious, their deepest layers of their mental space, we're going deep to find out what they're feeling about the divine feminine. And we have the light after the darkness. Dawn, the light after the darkness. Okay, so intuitively, I see yellow, I see green. This is all about the sacral chakra, the heart chakra. The karmics feel that the divine feminine is very confident and full of love, okay? The light after the darkness. The karmics feel as if the divine feminine is light. The karmics feel that the divine feminine is the divine masculine's key to ascension, divine masculine's light after the dark. The karmics feel as though the divine feminine is like I'm not sure if that's a falcon or an eagle, but either way, the eagle and a falcon, or even most birds, I correlate to air, okay? Ascension, to being high, okay? Intellect, knowledge. The Karmics feel as though the divine feminine is bringing knowledge and light codes to the divine masculine, and that the divine feminine is like the dawn, like the light after the darkness, that the divine masculine is seeking and is heading toward. Okay? So let's just see what the God has to say about this briefly, and so that we can just go ahead and jump right into this energy. Okay. Dawn, and how the karmic feels about the divine feminine in their subconscious on the deepest level. The light after the darkness. After the darkest times, the sun will always rise. The dawn will always come. This can be no surprise. After the darkest times, the sun will always rise. The dawn will always come. This can be no surprise. Whilst midnight is often thought of as a magical hour, throughout time, dawn has also had its share of the mystical. All manner of magical beings had to return to their true forms by dawn. Werewolves, for example, and vampires could only be active whilst the rays of the sun did not pierce the sky. Dawn and deities of dawn heralded both hope and new life. Goddesses such as Aster and gods like Helios and Apollo were those who brought new life and the dawn's light to the world. The journey from the darkest night of the soul to a bright and hopeful dawn is one of the deepest and most powerful heroes' paths, repeated over and over in mythology. Should you receive the Dawn card, you are being reminded that there is always a fresh start and a new beginning to be had. Change is unstoppable, and even the most difficult times will pass, no matter how devastating they may be or seem. Hope is one of the most powerful motivating forces in the universe, and it's being indicated here. So yes, the Karmics, just on the deepest layers of their mental, know in no uncertain terms that the divine feminine is a goddess. The divine feminine is the light, okay? And unlike them, who only operate in the darkest of shadows, their true selves cannot be shown in the light of day. Because their souls have slipped away. The divine feminine soul shines bright. The divine feminine is not soulless. She's in flight. The Karmics are constantly reminded that the divine feminine symbolizes a fresh start, a new beginning, a glimpse of hope beyond the devastation that the divine masculine is enveloped and entrenched in. Wow. Cycled and recycled in their energy. The journey from the darkest night of the soul to a bright and hopeful dawn is one of the most powerful and deepest heroes' paths repeated over and over in mythology. Yeah, the Karmics know that the Divine Feminine is the light, that the Divine Masculine seeks, needs, and is fated toward. The other card that was pulled for what the Karmics are feeling in regards to the Divine Feminine deep within the recesses of their mental is trick or treat, mischief, and play. This is in my intuitive interpretation, is just that more manipulation. The Karmics are stopping at nothing to look into the Divine Feminine, to obsess over the Divine Feminine, whether that's in looking like the Divine Feminine, being the Divine Feminine, stalking the Divine Feminine, looking into the Divine Feminine's life, getting psychic readings on the Divine Feminine, conjuring up weird things in jars, and mirror spells, and evil eye manipulation, and blockages on the Divine Feminine's finances, and just doing anything they can do out of pure hate and pure evil. This is just more tricks and more manipulations and more tactics to control the Divine Masculine, and to prevent the Divine Masculine from moving forward toward the light, from breaking the oath to the traditions and to the dark counsel and the dark secrets and the wrong path and the sterile teachings in which they use to control and manipulate. Okay. But we will get the guide meaning for this card and what the Karmics are thinking in their mental in regards to the Divine Feminine. Trick or treat. Very appropriate for this month. Trick or treat. Mischief and play. Stalking and stomping. Eyes shining and begging baskets. Faces and bodies that are no longer ours. Laughing skeletons and candy caskets. Stalking and stomping. Eyes shining and begging baskets. Faces and bodies that are no longer ours. Laughing skeletons and candy caskets. The Karmics are envious of the Divine Feminine because They are basically faces and bodies that walk around stomping, manipulating, stalking, demanding, controlling, eye shining, and begging baskets, meaning the faces and bodies that are no longer ours, meaning as though they are soulless and their bodies are taken over by entities and all kinds of low vibrational beings, okay? But they're very tempting and they are aware of this. Stalking and stomping, eyes shining and begging baskets, faces and bodies that are no longer ours, laughing skeletons and candy caskets. They are treats that are full of tricks. And the Karmics envy the Divine Feminine because the Divine Feminine is authentic. And the Divine Feminine has a soul. And the Divine Feminine sees that light. The Divine Masculine sees that light. But the Karmics will not stop stalking and stomping and controlling and manipulating with their eyes shining bright to get what they want. Ancient people understood that there were both mischievous and perhaps nasty spirits wandering around at nightfall at Halloween, as well as happier, more benevolent spirits. They thought that if they dressed as spirits themselves or other frightening creatures, then they would not be recognized as humans and attacked. The idea of causing a little chaos as one of these spirits was part of the imitation and the enjoyment of the night. The practice in medieval Britain was aptly called souling. Today, trick-or-treating is a huge event. We spend much time, money, and effort dressing up as our scariest creatures, and this has even extended to dressing up as our favorite celebrities and other pop culture idols. Instead of traditional candy apples and barmbrack, we give out a mind-boggling variety of candy. It matters not. The idea of frightening away death and darkness still stands. I believe that the modern trick-or-treating also unites communities by introducing our families and friends to those around us in a non-threatening and joyful way. Many of us do not know our neighbors, even those who live next door, and Halloween gives us an excuse not to be so reserved and extend our boundaries. Should you receive the trick-or-treat card, it's your divination. It may well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child and let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place ourselves in to get everything perfect every time. Alternatively, it is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has, at its core, a sense of irreverent fun. So, the Karmics are during this period playing a role. They are soulless, okay? But they are playing a role. They see the divine masculine wanting to change, wanting to move forward, and these karmics are taking a slight break from manipulation in order to have a little mischief, okay? They are taking a break and changing their tactics in the manipulation, and they're wearing a false mask to draw the divine masculine back in. It says many of us do not know our neighbors, even those who live next door. Halloween gives us an excuse not to be so reserved and extend our boundaries. So they're switching up their game as far as their tactics. Maybe some of the karmics have been very biting with their words. Like the Queen of Swords. Okay, lots of conflict. All right, blatant conflict. But with the trick or treat card, it's saying that the karmics are taking a break from the aggressive and the normal tactics and manipulation, and they are going to deal in a little mischief and hope that the divine masculine will let down his boundaries and be fooled by the change that they are going to enact during this period, because these karmics have been using their brains and looking into the divine feminine, and they know that there is some sort of birthright inheritance, something that's fated, because they've been looking into psychics. They've been like finding out what's been going on, and they know that the divine feminine's light codes are really drawing in the divine masculine. So they're going to try to maybe embody those light codes. They're going to try to switch up the game, trying to bring the divine masculine and draw the divine masculine back into the karmic cycles with other tactics. And then once the boundaries are down, then it'll be back to the manipulation and the control. So yeah, that's what the karmics overall energy is in regards to the divine feminine. They know that the divine feminine is the light after the darkness, and they're going to try to infiltrate these light codes and switch up their tactics and their manipulation and try to draw the divine masculine in, okay, with a lot of trickery and mischief. But they haven't changed at all. They're just very misaligned, and a lot of mental illness is going on with these karmics, and there's avoidance of a plan that may not have worked before, and they're trying to reevaluate and switch up the game because Pluto's going direct, secrets are being revealed, and there is some dark stuff going on here to cross delays, and we're going to clarify this, but these karmas could be trying to cause delays with divine masculine's finances, divine feminine's finances, but there's definitely manipulation and imbalances and resentment, secrets that are trying to be kept hidden, possible secrets that are wanting to come out, and these are all this corruption and stagnant energy that's trying to be created. It's all surrounding around this twin flame connection here, Four of Wands. Okay, like I said, the karmic could definitely be a fire sign, a air sign, an earth sign, and definitely a water sign. Okay. Okay, guys. Sorry, I was looking for my specific deck to clarify, and it literally disappeared, which is bizarre. That is so weird. My whole deck disappeared. My Santa Mirror Day deck is missing in action. Wow, interesting. This is so bizarre. Okay. Well, I guess we are going to have to clarify with another deck. Okay. Yeah, a lot of secrets. These karmas are looking in very deeply into the divine feminine, and that's why I'm doing this reading, because it's very bothersome. It's like a very evil, conniving, weird, bizarre energy to feel people looking in on you that you don't even give any recognition to. It's so bizarre, but that's what obsession is all about. Okay, guys, clarify the Queen of Swords. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Clarify the Queen of Swords for the karmic energy. The Queen of Swords is very defensive, okay, and a depressed energy. The karmic could be a air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Definitely Leo here with the Sun card. But this karmic is wearing a mask. Okay? It's like by day or when they're around other people, it's, you know, they like to keep up appearances. Okay? This karmic is very, very biting with their words. They are controlling. So they're bubbly, they put on the front, on social media, in person, but when no one's around, it's like depression, jealousy, bipolar type mood swings. It's manipulation, it's defensiveness, okay? The Seven of Wands is defensive, okay? This karmic is very defensive and it's always it's very challenging, and depressed. This karmic is very, very depressed. I said earlier in the overall energy that someone is dealing with mental illness here surrounding a connection, a soulmate connection, or this just could be indication of some sort of sickness, okay? Someone's not healthy and someone is avoiding that instability. Okay, yeah, the Sun in reverse here. This is a very selfish, egotistical person that is very much sad and depressed, okay? But yeah, and this karmic is very defensive. In regards to a Virgo, Knight of Pentacles is Virgo, okay, but definitely Earth energy. Clarify the High Priestess in reverse. Clarify the High Priestess in reverse. The Tower. Mars energy here, Aries, Scorpionic energy. Yeah, the Karmics are trying to defend their secrets involving a Knight of Pentacles energy. Well, and there's a lot of avoidance, denial, fear, and reluctance around being exposed and the truth coming out. They do not want to let go. There's a lot of pride and ego going on here. Like I said, with this High Priestess in reverse, there is a energy around an oath being broken or trust being betrayed. Someone's looking into someone's life and discovering secrets or discovering some information that is a burden and that has caused a tower moment, but there's still a lot of avoidance in regards to this. And someone is still wearing a mask even though there's been a tower moment. Someone is being very conniving about protecting their secrets. There's a lot of instability and drama. There's a lot of, it's a toxic environment overall. Clarify the Ace of Wands. I'm sorry, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles in reverse for the Karmics overall energy. Yeah. Clarifying the Ace of Wands in reverse is the Four of Wands in reverse, okay? Just definitely more blockages. The Ace of Pentacles is just the inability to manifest. The Karmics are very frustrated that there are attempts at creating blockages and stagnation around a twin flame connection is not working out the way they had planned. Their corruption. Okay, this is all about corruption and greed, delays.